Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I'm so sorry. We had some technical difficulties, and um, what we're going to go ahead and do is kind of start back at the beginning a little bit. We heard we had some feedback, so maybe people didn't hear what we were saying. So we'll go ahead and start over, and I'm going to go ahead and just kind of get through those slides as quickly as possible so that we can get caught up. All right. We had talked a little bit about earlier, and I don't know how much of you guys heard all of that, but basically, New Panda takes the mystery out of email, mobile, and social marketing. This is a vehicle that you can use to, send emails out to your clients, do social uploads. You can do texting, those kinds of things. So basically, there are 5 components within New Panda. There's your free social powered contact manager. So it is a CRM that you can use to store all of your contacts. It is a tool that you can use, as I mentioned earlier, to upload into any of your social media um, pages that you have. We have an AVP or e-newsletter that goes out once a month that has real estate topics in it. We have email tools and mobile listings. So basically, the first thing you want to do when you get into New Panda is you need to get your contacts in there. You can either um, enter them one at a time by doing it manually. You can copy and paste that from an existing Excel file or even a Word document. And you would use that box you see over to your right to just manually copy and paste those right in there. Or you can email or import them from a CSV comma delimited spreadsheet. So if you are exporting your contacts from, let's say, Outlook or your Gmail account or wherever else you may store your contacts, you just need to upload those into an Excel document, but it must be CSV comma delimited in order for it to be able to import into New Panda. So basically, we had talked about earlier that New Panda does create these articles and newsletters. So they have the real estate content, they have created the posts. So you just want to go ahead and decide where you want those posts to be going. Do you want them to be emailed? Do you want them to be uploaded into your social media? You are notified in advance what items will be uploaded or sent, so that you can manually make changes, you can make deletions, those kinds of things. So first is the email marketing tool. So basically, I mentioned earlier there is an AVP newsletter that goes once a month. And you will be shown that email before it goes. The thing is, for anybody to receive this via email, they do need to be a primary sphere contact within New Panda. So you can create groups within New Panda. So people that are not in the primary sphere group would not be receiving the AVP newsletter. So you definitely want to make sure anybody you want to have it would be in that group. And really, it's just a bunch of articles they've put together. It's got great content. You customize it with your headshot and your personal information, and then it is sent via email to your contacts monthly. Now we created birthday or anniversary cards. You have other things available to you, the Brian Buffini or by referral only. There are some postcards that are in there. Announcements, e-stationery, you can go in, you can create templates and send those out, and those are things that you can either upload into your social media or send via email based upon like a holiday, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, those kinds of things, and it will go out once a month. You also have your mobile tools. So basically, you can, the CRM is meant to have really your emails or your mobile numbers for automated e-brochures, but via text. You can set up lead alert text messages and emails, setting those up by group. Let's say you have a first-time home buyers group, and every time you get a new listing, you could send this out to all of your people via text to let them know you have a new listing. So that is your mobile tool. So basically, when you get into New Panda, the first thing that you want to do is do all of your setup. So you do go in, you want to be in your dashboard, and then if you look in the upper right-hand corner, there is a settings tab that you can click on. You go ahead and click on that, and then you'll see down below there are 6 different tabs. There's your display info, your contact info, your images, your account info, your social networks, and your billing. So basically you want to make sure in your contact information that all of your information is correct. Your address is required. No P.O. boxes. It does have to be a brick and mortar type of address. This is where you would put your headshot. When you go into your account information, this is where you need to put your cell number and who your cell provider is. Under your social networks, this is where you put your social networking URLs. When you go into the billing, it will also show you what features you have available to you within New Panda. So the next one is you want to get those contacts in. So you've done all that initial setup. Now you've got to get those contacts in. So basically, this is kind of like a step-by-step on how to get those contacts. So if you have exported the contacts into an Excel document, the CSV comma delimited, you can go in through that top where you see that contact import wizard. You just choose your file, find it in your browser, and you upload it. And then it will have you match the fields. Or down below, you'll see where we have the area where you can copy and paste from an existing Excel file and copy and paste those in. So that's where you would do all of that, is on that screen right there. And that is through your import-export feature under your contacts. I had mentioned to you earlier, when you upload that CSV Excel document, you want to go ahead and click OK, and then it's going to take you to a next screen, and this is where you are matching your fields. So in your Excel document, you're going to have headings, and those headings are going to be first name, last name, mobile, work, home number, email addresses. The addresses do need to be separated, so the number and street needs to be in one field, your city needs to be in another, your state needs to be in another, and then your zip. And then you just go through, you match up the fields, and at the end you say OK. And then it takes you to the next screen that you see in the middle where it says potential duplicate contacts in the system. So sometimes we may have duplicated contacts. So this is just a way for you to determine if you have duplicates, and then ask it to just disregard that contact. Then when you go to the next screen, you can say that you want these people to be in your primary sphere, which I mentioned earlier. They do need to be in that sphere in order to receive the automatic holiday or AVP newsletters. And then you just click on accept. Once you get your contacts in there, you want to put them all in your primary sphere. That way, if you never touch New Panda again, everybody will be receiving any automated newsletters that you've chosen to send. However, if you want, you can then go in and just move them into other groups. Now, the thing about New Panda is that when you click on the group and you say you want to move it, it's more of a copy and paste. So on the left toolbar, there is going to be something where you click where the quick contact entry, and down below you have to add the group name, and it can be whatever group name that you want. Then you click on filter by groups and more, and then down below you'll see where we have groups and subscriptions. So you've entered your new group name, now you have to find it. When you find it, you have to put an X to before the group name, and then you just say remove from group. So you're adding it and then removing it. So you've created the new group, you move them all into the new group, let's say, but they're still in the old group. So it's not a cut and paste, it's a copy and paste. So if you do not want those contacts in that previous group that you moved them from, you do have to go back into that group. You have to click on the names that you want to delete. You click on that, and then there is a delete button there that you have to click on in order for that contact to come out of that previous group. So this is your social tools. We had talked about earlier when you go in and set up that initial account and you go in through your settings, there's that social networks. This is where you would enter the URLs. Now, the thing that you have to be sure to do is when you're setting this up, you want to be in that social network at that time in order to set it up. So, for instance, you would want to have Facebook up in another tab within your browser, and then you would go into that Facebook, and you would copy that URL and then paste it into the social networks tab within New Panda. So this is basically step-by-step instructions on how to go into the different social media tools that you have to find those URLs. So basically Facebook, so you want to log into your Facebook account. When you go in, there is a triangle in the upper right-hand corner of your toolbar. You want to click on settings. And then basically when you open that up, on the right, you will see that Facebook page. So you want to go ahead and copy that whole URL, but you do want to make sure that you enter the http://www before that, so that when you do enter that into New Panda, it has that entire address in there so that it can find it. So basically, once you've verified it is the correct one, you go ahead and enter it into New Panda. Now, if you have a fan page, down below there are the general account settings, and that's how you get into your fan page to find that URL. So you just go into the settings, you find your fan page, but then you have to go to the left toolbar, you find your URL there, and then you copy and paste. Now, the thing to be aware of is you have to save your work every time. So when you do paste that into New Panda, just click on that save button so you don't lose anything. This is how to do your Twitter. So it's basically the same thing. You log into your Twitter account, you've got to find your handle, you copy and paste, you got to remember to add the prior http www, you copy and paste, save your work. This is how you find your LinkedIn. So you do have to go in through your profile in order to find that URL. You do want to test it. We have this in each tab, so you kind of want to go into a new browser. You want to enter that URL, make sure that it takes it to that page. If it does, then you're good. You enter it into New Panda, save your work. And this is how you do your YouTube URL. And then this is Pinterest. So basically, after you have entered all of your social media marketing into the settings tab within New Panda, now you want to go in and you want to set up who's going to get what and what will be uploaded. So basically, you can go in to your social networking again, and then you go into schedule your autopilot holidays, events, or anniversary or birthday emails. You have to click on the whatever card it is. You do have to click on the box to the left, and then you have to say, I want to add this to my autopilot. Now you want to go down below and you want to say what articles do you want to be uploaded to what social media marketing. So down below is the social autopilot channels, and this is once again those articles and the library of articles that New Panda has that gets uploaded once a week. So keeping in mind that LinkedIn is kind of more of a professional type of social media marketing tool. So you want to possibly upload more business related articles into that. Whereas maybe the holidays, you want to upload those into your Facebook account. So this is where you would choose which items you want what articles to be uploaded to. Now here is your newsletter and campaign channels. I mentioned earlier your AVP newsletter. So this is where you would go ahead and find that, and you would say what you want it to upload to. Now, once a month, every time something is going to be uploaded into Facebook or the AVP newsletter is going to be sent, you will get an email from New Panda showing you what that content is going to be. So you will know beforehand what will be sent. But after everything is sent, you can actually go into your dashboard and click on the tracking button. And then this will show you what newsletters have been sent, how many were sent, how many were opened, how many remained unopened, and how many unsubscribed. And if you even click on that unsubscribe, it will actually show you who unsubscribed you. And that's it. So really keeping in mind, New Panda is the initial setup, and you want to take the time to do that setup. But once you've done that, it's just an automated tool that will continue to send to your contacts so that you are just keeping in touch with them and sending them, touchy-feely things, holiday cards, new listings, those kinds of things. Does anybody have any questions? Well, it looks like nobody did. This PowerPoint presentation will be available to you on the CBBC live page. And really, you could take this and just walk through it and set up everything on your own. Thank you and have a great day.